I'm a serious person, but I'm also a fun person. But
I'm a fun person.
I'm fun. I'm fun. You know, when me and my husband ride in Jeffrey Epstein's plane, it's fucking fun. Just fun.
You know, I think the hallmark of a fun person is they tell people how much fun they are.
Oh, always.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like someone who goes, I'm crazy.
Hey.
You know, that's the most boring, dead weight motherfucker you're ever going to meet in your life.
I love different colored balls.
So here's something fun she did. She went on a podcast and said this about Tulsi Gabbard. Here you go.
I'm not making any predictions, but I think they've got their eye on somebody who's currently in the Democratic primary and are grooming her to be the third-party candidate. She's the favorite of the Russians. They have a bunch of sites and bots and other ways of supporting her so far. And that's assuming Jill Stein will give it up, which she might not, because she's also a Russian asset.
Couldn't you find someone with less money and less power than Jill Stein? By the way, Jill Stein, not even running this time. She's not running. She's not in. That's how dumb they are. They even pick someone who's going to run this time. Jill Stein, not running. Okay. And Hillary Clinton, she's like a cold that just won't go away, right? It just never fully goes away. It's always like, Hillary Clinton is so good at being unlikable. If Andy Kaufman was alive, he'd be taking notes from her right now.
You know what, Jimmy? This isn't about politics or national security or Russia. This is about Tulsi Gabbard pulling off wearing a pantsuit and looking hot.
Yes.
Hillary Clinton, she can't fathom the fact that there's a chance another woman is going to be the first president. She cannot fucking handle that.
Yes.
And she is a sociopath, and she's just like, I will do whatever it takes. I actually think this is a golden moment because she cannot control herself.
No.
She cannot, and I think this and the combination of Tulsi finally saying, fuck this, and dropping the gloves, of AOC backing Bernie, it blows up all of their identity politic bullshit. It fucking blows it through the roof.
Right.
And when Bernie if he gets the nomination and wins, all of their corrupt bullshit goes right down the fucking toilet, and it's magical. I'm excited for it.
If Bernie wins, it's going to be largely thanks to the Russians.
Yeah. Yes. And Jill Stein, the powerful Green Party, with its $5 that it's got saved up in a fucking hemp bank somewhere.
Put it all on Lucky Stripe in the third, says Jill Stein. I want it all on Lucky Stripe. What? Another horse died at Santa Anita? Fuck.
Okay, so just a fact, huh? Tulsi Gabbard's a Russian asset, and Jill Stein's a Russian asset. Alfred Now Van Jones, host of the Van.
That's it. So now even CNN sees through their. Oh, I guess he's an asset. That's how bad people are seeing through this. Now it's like, okay, we were with you with Trump, but now everybody's fucking. Like, I'll go along with Trump because he's a douchebag, but now everybody. And believe me, the next one, and what I said was, by smearing and red baiting a soldier currently serving as a medic in the illegal wars she voted for and helped engineer, Hillary Clinton has erased any doubt that she is just as despicable as George W. Bush or Donald Trump could ever be. She is a cancer on America. And do you remember when Trump was attacking that Gold Star family during the campaign, and everybody was like, oh my God, he's thinking about a veteran. They don't give a shit. Tulsi's not dead yet. She's still currently serving, and you don't give a shit. You smear and red bait her. So fuck you. You don't give a shit about the military. You only care when it lines up with your political position. Like a true hypocrite and a sociopath. They don't give. It's so amazing how they're. Oh my! So that's why when you wonder why do people still vote for Trump, because they know people like Hillary Clinton and Debbie Wasserman Schultz and Bill Clinton and the Democratic Party are just as full of shit as Trump could ever fucking be. That's why.
The other thing, they just handed. So if Bernie, my suspicion is Bernie and Tulsi made a deal in January, and he said, "Look, you're going to be my VP." So right, he's going to get, if he gets a nomination, she's the VP. They're going to tour around the country, and Hillary just Can you imagine Tulsi in all these red states going, I'm a fucking vet just like you and all your kids because there's no goddamn jobs in these red states. That's
Right.
why your sons and daughters had to go join the war. And this rich fucking white lady's talking shit about me. It's a fucking, she just handed them the guy. It's so great. I'm like, keep talking, Hillary. Keep saying your crazy rich white lady warmongering sociopathic fucking pedophile bullshit.
But other than that,
They
She's a
do good
terrific
work.
lady.
They do good work. They do good work.
I think Hillary just feels right at home accusing a woman of color of crime.
So here, Michael Tracy says, since Tulsi is a major in the National Guard, shouldn't Hillary lead an investigation to determine the full extent of Russian infiltration of the U.S. military? Because that sounds very dangerous. Or maybe Robert Mueller could do it. Yeah, so what Hillary is implying is that we have infiltrators in the who is the rank of major in the army. How does the army? You know what? Tulsi Gabbard also has the highest security clearance you can have in our government. She has that. Tulsi actually responded. Tulsi said, "Did you see this?" She goes, "Great, thank you, Hillary Clinton. You, the queen of warmongers." Embodiment of corruption and the personification of the rot that has sickened the Democratic Party for so long have finally come out from behind the curtain. Someone's not holding their powder, I'll tell you that. Boy, and by the way, I love how Queen of Warmongers was trending on Twitter. It was fantastic. She goes, she says, from the day I announced my candidacy, there has been a concerted campaign to destroy my reputation. We wondered who was behind it and why, and now we know. It was always you, through your proxies and powerful allies in the corporate media and war machine, afraid of the threat that I pose. It's now clear that this primary is between you and me. Don't cowardly hide behind your proxies. Join the race directly. And Hillary said, she said this. Okay, there you go. Hey, I just want to remind Hillary, where were you in 2005? Because Tulsi was serving in that Iraq war that you voted for. You were hanging out with the Trumps.
ooh.
Just so you know. And somebody said, hey, Jimmy, don't attack Hillary like that. She may not be a soldier, but she saw action when those snipers she made up shot at her. Remember that?
So that was said tongue in cheek.
That yes, that was said. By the way, I just want to show, look at Tulsi, 188,000 likes and 54,000 retweets. Looks like that's a lot of likes. You know who liked those tweets? All the people of Iraq, all the people of Libya, the people of Honduras, the people of Syria, the people of Haiti, the people of Yemen, anywhere else Hillary Clinton had anything to do with what was happening in the world. All those people probably liked that tweet because they know what a destructive fucking maniac she's been over her career. Yeah, by the way, coincidentally, Queen of Warmongers, that's a children's book that Chelsea Clinton's writing right now.
This is the Tulsi we all have been kind of hoping for. When Tulsi took Kamala out 2 debates ago, I was like, more of this, Tulsi.
Yeah.
Stop fucking playing nice and being like, and now it's like, finally she's like, all right, bitch, you want to fucking go? You know, while you were fleecing money in Haiti, motherfucker, I was in the shit, so I'm going to take you out.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. I want to see
Did you
Tulsi
know,
just go.
in 2020, Hunter Biden and Chelsea Clinton are going on a spawn of people who lost a Trump book tour. I don't know if you know that. But, all right, so let's watch that again, because that's funny how she... Okay, all right. So here, but you know how, so Tulsi said, since the beginning, since I announced, there's been a concerted effort, a coordinated campaign to trash her. So the day she announced, I don't know if you remember, the day she announced for president, NBC News ran this story. The Russian propaganda machine that tried to influence the 2016 U.S. election is now promoting the presidential aspirations of 2020 Democratic candidate Tulsi Gabbard. And so, do you know where they got this information from? They got this information from that company called New Knowledge, which we explained to you on our show before is completely discredited. Everybody was getting their information about Russian bots from a company called New Knowledge. New Knowledge was discovered to be inventing fake Russian bots and attributing them to Republican politicians. So they got caught. They were doing it so much, the chairman of New Knowledge got his Facebook page blocked. That's how bad he was at pushing propaganda and fake bots. But NBC News uses New Knowledge. They've already been discredited by this time, by the way. And they use them to launch this. And here, Katrina vanden Heuvel of The Nation says, what you think of Tulsi Gabbard isn't the point. What matters is we're witnessing influential media outlet equating dissenting foreign policy thinking with the Kremlin, essentially stigmatizing anyone who thinks differently. Yes, and why would NBC News... By the way, here's from NBC News. Analysts at New Knowledge, the company the Senate Intelligence Committee used to track Russian activities in 2016 election, told NBC News they spotted chatter related to Gabbard in anonymous online message boards, including those known for fomenting right-wing troll campaigns. This is from The Intercept. NBC News, to smear Gabbard as a Kremlin favorite, relied on a group that is heralded as experts without telling its audience about the major fraud which this firm just got caught perpetrating. So, do you understand when Trump says fake news that half the country it lands because most of the time it is fucking fake news? Everything they said about Russiagate actually was fake news. This shit they're saying about Tulsi Gabbard is fake news. Everything they've ever said about Syria, Libya, Iraq, Honduras, fucking Venezuela is fake news. Only the corporate media could make Trump out to be a fucking truth teller. That's how bad they are.
Did NBC News respond to any of this?
No, they've never responded to any of this. No, they don't have to respond. And Glenn Greenwald said, LOL, several experts, they mean a firm that just got caught fabricating Russian bots on behalf of a Democrat so severely that they got banned from Facebook. And here's the guy, Jonathan Morgan. By the way, what did he do before he did that job? He was a special advisor to the State Department. So he's a fucking spook working inside the State Department. Now he's going to save us from Russian bots. And what he's actually doing is inventing them, so he's running a grift. That's what that's called. Oh, I'm going to save you from Russian bots. I didn't know there were Russian bots. Oh, I found them. That's what this is, and NBC News repeats it, right? And so Facebook suspended the account of Jonathan Morgan, the chief executive at a top social media research firm, after reports that he and others engaged in an operation to spread disinformation during a special election in Alabama last year. So he was caught doing the exact thing he's claiming that, oh, there's Russian bot chatter boosting Tulsi Gabbard. He's inventing those Russian bots. And then NBC News reports them. So Jimmy, you're saying NBC is working with Hillary Clinton? That seems like a conspiracy theory, right? Well, I don't know if you remember, here's Ed Schultz to tell you that the head of NBC News, Andy Lack, was joined at the hip with the Hillary Clinton campaign, and they had him fired. Watch.
Now, let me give you the opinion. I think the Clintons were connected to Andy Lack, connected at the hip.
The head of NBC News connected at the hip with the Clintons.
I think that they didn't want anybody in their prime time or anywhere in their lineup supporting Bernie Sanders. I think that they were in the tank for Hillary Clinton, and I think it was managed, and 45 days later I was out at MSNBC.
Boom. There you go. And by the way, everybody making a big deal about Shep Smith got pushed out because of Clinton. They fire people on the regular at MSNBC for Hillary Clinton because of the war. They fired Phil Donahue and Jesse Ventura and Ashley Banfield. They fired him just for covering Bernie Sanders. They do that all the time. So everybody making a big deal about Shep Smith getting pushed out because of Trump at Fox, that's fucking par for the course. That's right. Why are they acting like it only happens there? It's been happening at MSNBC since they went on the fucking air. That's why I'm here, to point this shit out, I guess. So that's why when Tulsi, thank you. When Tulsi Gabbard says that they rigged the last election and the corporate media and the DNC are rigging this election, that's exactly what she means. She means the corporate media is slandering her. They're trying to ruin her reputation. People like Hillary Clinton, the DNC, now they have all their minions repeating what Hillary Clinton said on television and in the press and on social media. That's it. Just like she had them pop up on the Pied Piper theory, she's doing that with her minions in the press too. They're all pushing these anti-Tulsi. Could you believe that all the negative press Tulsi has gotten, she's polling at 2% and they can't stop fucking talking about her? Why? It's because they're allergic to the truth, and she's the only one who's ever told the truth about our regime change wars. No one has ever told the truth about that we're funding terrorists. She says it, and that is why they gotta shut her down.
Just stop it!
Because
You're
they're
upsetting me.
What? No matter where the truth comes from. That's why they come after me. I'm a fucking dickhead in my garage at the Sycamore Tavern, and they gotta stop me here because the little bit of truth getting out, nobody knows about their wars and what's really going on. They can manage them through the media perfectly. You see what's just happening with Syria. You see with Venezuela. You see with Libya, with Iraq. You see it's still happening. So anyway, let me throw it to my panel. Go ahead. Anything?
Yeah, Dore is at the Sycamore Tavern. Sir, yeah, Dore's at the Sycamore Tavern. There's over 89 people there. We gotta shut them down. There's 89 people.
Our next live Jimmy Dore show is November 5th in Buffalo, New York, November 17th in Philadelphia, and December 27th in Honolulu. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all of our live shows and become a patron or a Jimmy Dore Show member at jimmydorecomedy.com/join and support the show. We give you hours of bonus content every week. Thanks for your support.